Casual Gamer, Rise F1 2017 Career Mode Season 9. We're in Italy. Let's do this. Qualifying, of course. And we've won the last 2 races after crashing out of the first 10. We're about 160 points behind the championship leader, Vettel. So, you know, just a bit to do in terms of catching up here. But we're aiming for top 5. We're about 70 points off the top 5 at the moment. That's Lewis Hamilton. So I think we can do that. That is definitely an achievable goal for this season. But we knew that this wasn't going to be our year after those first 5 races. Hence why we had the little bit of fun and took a few of the guys out in some of the rounds. And questionable tactics maybe, but meh. Have to have a bit of fun every now and then, don't we? Alright, now we know we binned it last year in qualifying. Of course, won this Grand Prix last year, despite the fact that we started last on the grid. So, we know what we're capable of here. But we also know what this car is capable of. It is an extremely fast motor vehicle. And we absolutely cream them in Belgium. And I feel like we can do that again here in Italy. Got a 1-2 here last year, if I'm not mistaken, with Vettel. Monza for Ferrari. And we're going to get another pole here. Zoom. Thank you. Jeffrey. Nothing. No. Never congratulates me with a pole. Go fuck yourself. It's our 9th pole for the year. You'd think with that we'd kick an ass. But no. Cool. Yep. We're going to try and chop across Seb in the front of the Grand Prix to be a dick. Cost ourselves a victory, of course, but he's our champion. She's the one at the top. Although we do need to get up the constructors at least, don't we? That kind of hadn't been helping that one out a little bit. So, we'll see how we feel here going into turn 1. Yeah. 1050 is our next target for R&D points, by the way. Yep. Cool. Dry race. Cool. Yep. Thank you. Go to race. That's what we want to do. We've been trying to do it forever, but you're being a bit of a dickhead to us. Do you like it when I speak with this weird little accent? I don't actually know what I'm trying to say, but, you know, that's life, isn't it? That's life. That's life. I really don't know that song. Come on, everybody. Alrighty. We're ready to go, folks. We're ready to go. I'm ready to go. It's Monza. I've actually won the most here. It was here between here and Mexico. It would have been the most victories overall. Yeah, we know. We can't even really go to rich mode. Alright. Chop on our teammate in Italy. The last thing that Ferrari would want is to have 2 Ferraris battling it out like that into turn 1. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. We'll, oh, God. He's still, like, bumming us sideways. Oh, someone's holding me up there. I don't know who that is. Anyway, we haven't taken him out of the race, but we've at least pushed him back far enough that he won't challenge for the victory. Meanwhile, Perez here. Whoa. Just had to go off the throttle slightly there. It's so hard travelling next to cars there. Whoa, and I've got an illegal overtake. Well, go past me. Go past me. For fuck's sake, they're so slow in passing you when you illegally overtake. It's so goddamn frustrating. You slow down to let them through, and they don't go through. Ugh. These cars are actually really slow. God, and they just brake on the racing line. God damn, it's frustrating having a fast car sometimes. Whoa, Perez, which way are you going, my friend? I'm just going to go around both of you if you're going to be like that. Yep, thank you. That's how we do it. Oh, it's actually not Ricciardo. Who's leading this race? Is it Hamilton? I thought Ricciardo was leading this Grand Prix, but clearly he's not. Must be Hamilton. As we get very racy with Bottas into the Parabolica. We're just going to glide past him. Thanking you. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, right on me. Fair enough. popped up with like a little red thing up there. Was it saying I was like illegally overtaking Bottas because I was technically off the circuit or something like that? Not sure. Interesting. Alright. So this is how you go through the motions in Italy. You just zoom on through and catch the guy who's leading. And sadly, I thought it was Ricciardo that was leading, but it wasn't. I think what happened is when I had to slow to let Bottas through, Ricciardo was the one who lost out the most there. So, yeah. It's one of those moments where, yeah, like, technically I knew I was off the circuit, but there's been other Grand Prix where I've been off the circuit and I haven't been penalised for it. So, it's very hit and miss, Codemasters, with how you do that. Go through Ascari. And we zoom up to Lulu. Cut across on him slightly there. No, that didn't work. Failed what I was trying to do. Trying to be a little bit naughty. A little bit naughty. Let's be a little bit naughty this time around. And push him off slightly without him taking us off. Whoa, which he kind of has. Whoa, I'm going to have to go through. I'm going to get a penalty, I think. Oh, well, I avoided a penalty. But I sadly did not do what I wanted to do with Lewis. I think I clipped a bit of his wing. It looked like something broke off his car. So hopefully that will slow him down slightly, or even better, he might have to pit. Unless that was off my car. No. Not that I can see. It doesn't look like Bottas is going to pass him though. It's alright, Hamilton's nowhere in the championship really. It would prefer Bottas to be in second. But it was sort of more constructors and also maybe trying to get him off there so we can get someone better on the podium. But, you know, it is what it is. He's actually the guy in fifth at the moment that we've got to catch. So we're 70 points behind him, and this is going to be only 7 points off him. And if we finish first in every race and he finishes second in every race, well, it's not going to allow us to catch him, is it? But there should be another driver in fifth. I think Verstappen would be fourth, I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's Vettel first. Ricciardo second, Bottas third. It would have to be Verstappen fourth. So we should have a nice chunk out of Max anyway. As we set the fastest lap quite significantly. And if we had the big enough lead, you could just totally cut the corner and then risk getting a bit of a penalty. Which would be fine, but we won't do that. Purple first sector, fastest of anyone. Singapore's going to be the interesting one. Obviously we know that sometimes we can have a bit of bad luck there. Did win there last season, but we know that it can be very much a danger circuit. Without flashbacks particularly. So we shall have to keep an eye on that. We go purple in the middle sector. So a little bit careful with Scuderia. This is where we binned it in qualifying last year. But we succeeded in dropping Vettel back a significant portion of this race. I don't know how far he did end up falling down the order. But obviously he's not in the top 3. I don't think he's at least in the top 4 or 5. We set the fastest lap. It's our last Grand Prix lap of Monza for the year. I don't know what the difference between a Grand Prix lap is and just a normal lap. I just for some reason decided to say that. Of course, our penultimate time around the Circuit de Monza. Last season coming up next season. Be a little bit bittersweet, that will be, but it is what it is. All good things must come to an end, sadly. Through the first Lesmos to the second Lesmos. Oh, bit of curb there. Doesn't quite launch us the way it did in Belgium. That little freak accident on the last lap. We survived, luckily. Up through a Scari. Oh, no. Oh, just had to let go of the throttle there. Whoo! Goodness me. Alright, into the Parabolica. And we will find ourselves coming home to win our 3rd consecutive race. It's a little too late for the championship, but we get another win. Nothing, Jeff? Nothing? Cool. It's our 43rd career win, by the way, people. Unlike some, I'm pretty happy with that. Thanks, fucking Jeffrey. Maurizio is a happy man. Ben is a happy man. And Vettel didn't even get points. He actually got a penalty. I wonder if that was actually for hitting me. Ricardo well down the order though too, sadly. Alright. Standings. Marcus Ericsson, what about me? By winning the next race, I should hopefully leap up into at least 7th. So I'm now 118 points behind in the championship. Look, you know, obviously we're striving our very best to get up there in that top little 5 constructors. Well, it's getting close. So we'll see what we can do. Red Bull not hanging on there in the time being. But hopefully, if we can win Singapore and Malaysia, then I've got high hopes for the remaining part of this season. Singapore mainly is the one here to keep an eye out for, of course. Given our track record here is not exactly perfect. Getting ever so much up there. Cool. We're kicking ass in our rivalry. Our reputation is going up. Good. Good. Oh, what do we get? A first drive. Oh, increase up slightly. That's good. Cool. And we're not doing any of those. We'll speak to you in Singapore. Thanks for tuning in to Casual Game Rolls. Like, subscribe, and comment. Good night.